Hello and welcome to the Lyman Wolf Podcast. I am your host, Raceland, and I am joined today by my good friend Nate and co-host. What's going on, buddy?
Not much. Just getting over a bout of strep throat.
Oh,
Other than that, pretty much watching anime and playing games the usual.
I mean, it's been like 6 months since our last episode, and nothing's changed besides the strep throat. Anime and video games.
Yep.
Video games.
I've gone back and rewatched some older anime that I liked when I was younger.
That's
Hellsing
always fun.
Ultimate, GTO, Golden Boy, stuff like that.
Reliving the glory
Tried out some
days.
new anime. Yeah. And man, I do really like the 90s art style
Oh
of
yeah,
anime.
it's the best. It's the
It-
best. Well, we haven't done it in a
I
long.
won't-
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
That's fine. I won't say it's the best, but it has a special place in my heart and tastes. It is really good.
I agree. Well, we haven't done an episode in quite a while, and a lot of that has to do with me personally. In my life, I have been going through a lot. We ended up moving, so I've been, for the last like 6 months, we put our house on the market, dealing with that kind of stuff, and then finally buying the house and moving everything into the house, and now we're finally getting settled in. So it's been a stressful 6 months, honestly, but now we're all good, and we're back to having no one listen to our podcast. We're back to recording for nobody, so that's awesome. But I'm having
Well,
fun.
we do have one dedicated listener.
Yeah, we do have one guy,
I think
and he's usually he sometimes is on the podcast.
maybe two, because I think your mom listens.
I think it's like mostly my
podcast.
80-something-year-old grandma who listens to our podcast.
Yeah, so we have a couple of
Dedicated listeners for sure.
Yeah.
Anyways,
This one's for you.
oh yeah, I'm sure my 82-year-old grandma loves talking about anime and stuff. It's the best. So,
Never know.
so let's dive in to what we're talking about today. So I sent you some cliff notes on what we're talking about. Go ahead and explain to me what I sent you.
I mean, the only thing that I got was originally 5 characters from one media to another, and then you added another character
Right. So
number.
we're gonna
And
do
then I
6
added
each.
another character number,
we're gonna each do 6
and I have
characters.
a special.
And what I'm calling this episode is dropping characters into other universes. Ooh. So basically, we're gonna take
Yes.
6 characters. We're doing 6 from any universe, any media. It could be comic books, movies, TV shows, anime, literally books. It could be from anything you want, and you could take that character or characters and throw them into another universe. Literally dropping them into another universe.
Yeah, and I will say this was a particularly hard one for me.
Really?
Not in the aspect of like, oh, I couldn't think of any. More along the line of I thought of too many.
Oh, I agree. I have the same problem, but I try to be creative with some of them. There's one
Yeah.
in particular I'm very excited to talk to you about, but a lot of them are probably going to be like, oh, that makes sense for Braceland.
There's a lot of the ones I kept coming up with. I'm like, I mean, it'd be cool, but it's very similar to their original world, so
Right.
I don't really know if it'd be like great.
Well, let's just go ahead and dive right in. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
You go ahead and start.
You want me to start? All right. So,
Yeah.
for my very first pick, and this one I will say this first pick I got a lot to say, and it's because I have to explain the character, because if I don't, it doesn't make sense. But
Okay.
that's okay, because you probably don't know much about this character. So my first character is Clive Rossfield from Final Fantasy 16, getting dropped into the MCU, specifically the MCU, because comic book Marvel is really different than MCU. So
The swordsman guy, right?
right. So if you want to take a look at Clive on Google or something, He basically is the main protagonist of the video game Final Fantasy 16. He has a big old sword, and he's got a wolf companion that is also special. And his main thing is that he is what they call in that world an icon. What it is he basically it's hard to explain. So he has the power of all of the icons, and he can transform into it's not really a god, more like a demigod. That's how I would look at it. And his name is Ifrit. So, basically,
Summons.
yeah. They're summons, but they're not. So that's why I get it's confusing.
What I'm saying is like this is just their take on the summons.
Right.
Like every Final Fantasy has the summons.
Right.
This
and
is just their version.
Yeah, in this version, basically they transform into the summons. So he is.
It's like that Digimon series.
Sure. So basically, his main.
There's a Digimon series that did that.
His main one is called Ifrit. It's basically all fire. But special about Clive is that when he defeats other icons, he can take their power and turn it into his own. One of his feats, by the way, this is where I'm talking about MCU level here, is he took down a god. So there's that. Here's some of the stuff he can do. I'm gonna go down his list of skills really quick. He's a master swordsman and uses the power of the element, especially fire, of course. These are some of the icons he's absorbed, so these are his powers. Phoenix gives you the power of flight and restoration. It can also teleport you short distances to your opponent. One of his main things is he can literally it's kind of like a poof, kind of like Nightcrawler, but short bursts, like really short bursts to your enemies in the combat. The other one is Garuda, which it gives you the power of wind. You can summon claws to grab your opponents and whip them around, creating tornadoes. Ramada, it gives you the power of electricity. You can use your electricity to throw lightning bolts at your opponents and have balls of electricity that can lock onto your opponents and chase them. Titan, you can summon crystallized fists that you can use as shields or powerful punches, strong enough to literally rip the ground you're under and throw it at you. If you block it with your shield at the correct time, you can do a powerful counterattack. I mean, that's game logic, so we're going to have to, change that into real fighting in MCU, but we'll figure that out. Bahamut, wings of light to create, okay, I read that wrong. Wings of light to create light that you can rain down on your opponents. You can focus it into a singular point to create massive single style damage to summon it literally to rain down on multiple enemies. You can also tag an opponent with it where light will continually circle them and continually damage them for a while. Two more. Shiva, you get the power of ice. Ice so powerful you can freeze your opponent in the place for a few seconds. Clive, you can... Oh, what? You can summon giant ice crystals to spear and launch at your opponents. And the last one is Odin. Has the ability to change Clive's sword into a blade of dark ether and called the Arms of Darkness. Every time he strikes an opponent with this blade, he builds up a meter that can be fully charged. Then he can summon a move called... I can't pronounce this move. It's Zang Teksuken. That's as close as it's going to get. In the game, that ability typically instantly kills all your opponent or does very high damage. So those are all the abilities he has. And obviously, like I said, those are game logic, so we'd have to adapt those into MCU battles.
Yeah.
Power-wise level, because he is honestly extremely strong. Where I see him fitting into the MCU is like the level of not Thanos, but more like Thor, like a powerful Thor. Where Thor had his Odin force like he did in one of the movies. That type of level. I think he would be a very, maybe not Thor. I'm thinking maybe more Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel level. Like how Captain Marvel in the MCU could have taken down Thor, but not Thor, Thanos, but didn't because they didn't want the battle to end very quickly, kind of thing.
It was stronger than Thor.
Right. I would say more Captain Marvel level because he can turn into Ifrit. And if you haven't seen what he looks like, he turns into basically a big fiery demon with horns looking thing that does a lot of damage. I would love to see him team up with some of the Avengers, especially being more of a medieval type of character when he's not in his Ifrit form. Watching them try to understand modern world would be hilarious. Like see him like being like, "What?" Remember, think of like Thor in the first Thor movie. He's like, "What is this device that you use to contact other people? Where is my drink?" Kind of thing. He's not like that kind of personality wise, but it'd just be like, what is these creatures that are driving on these like flat grasses areas, because he's from the medieval times, like he's talking about cars and stuff. He's like, what are these machines, these things that you use to get around? And I would love to see him be introduced into the Doomsday movie. Just like, because everybody's being introduced in the Doomsday movie, just pull him randomly, be like, oh yeah, this guy. We had Black Knights planned up, that didn't work out. We get Clive Rosfield. So what do you think overall of my choice?
I think it'd be a good one. Just from what you've told about him, my first initial thought is, okay, that'd be a cool Marvel Rivals character.
I mean, yeah, that would be good Marvel's Rivals. You can't
like that.
He can get, like I said, he's Final Fantasy character, so he took down a god because that's how Final Fantasy works. But like, as long as you don't make it MCU like crazy god killing level and more stick to his roots, like they did with like Thor, and where
I mean,
everybody in the comics has a basically god killing form of their selves if you think about it, but they tone it down for the MCU.
In Marvel, just in general, the title of God means almost nothing.
Right.
It really doesn't, like, yeah, they're strong, but like a god killer's not that big of a deal, I feel like, anymore.
I think
but yeah, I could see him being in there.
So Clive, his like personality wise, is one, he's super loyal to his brother. Think like Sam and Dean loyal.
Okay.
And
okay.
And he's very serious. Like, he doesn't mess around. He's all business, basically. Like, I'm the leader and the world's last hope type of deal. And I think that he would get along well with Thor until Thor starts joking around, and then he's just like, I don't understand. What? Are we not battling that guy? No, we will! Trust me! It's gonna be great! We're gonna hang out with my buddies afterwards. Like, okay.
Well, don't forget, Thor is now a adoptive father.
Oh, that's true.
He's too busy raising his adopted daughter now.
I forgot about that. Yeah, but yeah, I think Clive would be cool. Yeah. I think he'd be a really good addition to the Avengers.
Actually, that might actually help them even more because his daughter is the daughter of the God Killer.
Oh, that's even funnier. I can picture him being more like
a god.
I think of him more as like he's like their backup plan, like the Hulk. Like oh, you're doing really good using your powers and using your sword, but if we need you to turn into your demon looking form, we got you. Like you can help us out with that. You know what I mean?
Like the B-Vengers treat Sentry.
Right, exactly. Well, yeah, that's my first pick, is Clive Rosfield from Final Fantasy 16. Okay.
I think that is a good pick.
Thank you, bud. What is
your from what I see, he looks badass.
Oh, yeah, he's so cool looking.
Okay, so my first pick is going to be oh, no, not the only one. Okay, I only have two that aren't comic book characters.
Oh, God.
So the first one, that's not a comic book character, is Anakin Skywalker.
Pre Darth Vader?
Yeah, pre Darth Vader.
Okay.
Like pre starting yellow eyed
So,
Anakin.
in his I hate sand era.
Yes. Because I'm sending him to the Dune universe.
Oh my god. So, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know much
The
about Dune. I've never
planet
seen
of
Dune.
sand. So Dune is just a giant ass sand planet with giant worms that live in there.
Of course, it gets everywhere.
Yeah. I originally was like, you know what? Anakin kind of deserves this. He, I, I lost all respect for him after he killed an entire society of alien people
And
and then
children.
went and killed an entire group of children.
Master Skywalker,
So,
I'm so
yeah,
glad you're
you're-
here. Oh no.
Your punishment is to go to a planet of sand once again. Though I will say, he might get stronger because Dune is the planet where they harvest spice, which gives you some pretty good powers. So he might just be drugged up on some insane sci-fi drugs. So instead of yellow eyes, he might get blue eyes, and he might start getting some pretty cool, like, insane stuff.
Didn't you say that this planet's
Yeah,
full of like
that's
worms and
pretty much
stuff?
it. Yes, giant ass sandworms.
He's gonna look at those worms and be like, "I
Like,
hate you."
sandworms. Sandworms so big that they could eat AT-ATs.
You realize that he could probably just lift them out of the ground with this force, right?
He could probably lift one of the like smaller to medium ones, but the bigger ones are like mountain ranges.
Does Anakin have access to his lightsaber still?
Yes.
Oh, then he's.
I'm not sending him there to like
to die.
yeah, I'm not sending him there to like die. I'm sending him there as of just punishment. Like he's stuck on a sand planet.
So this is like,
And it is
is
a
it
massive
pre?
and he could get lost.
Is it pre turning to dark side, or like he's turning to the
Yeah,
dark side?
this is-
Fuck you, like kind of.
This
thing.
is him right after he killed those people.
So he isn't a burning
Like,
pile
after
of
he-
crisps yet.
Yeah. No, not yet. This is him right after he went to Padme and told him how he killed the women and children too.
What if the sandworm tells him that he's breaking her heart, and then dies
I don't
of a
think
broken
sandworms
heart,
can talk.
and then dies of a broken heart, and he's just like, "You did this to me, Obi-Wan!"
Yeah, I don't think sandworms
No? Oh.
can talk.
Oh well, you
But
know.
there are indigenous people.
Indigenous.
people? Yeah, indigenous. Yeah, thank you. Indigenous people there that do talk. The Freeman, I think, is what they're called.
What if he goes there and he like just straight up Master Yoda's it? He just was like, "I found inner peace here. All the anger."
That would be great.
subsided."
I doubt it would happen.
No.
Because first off, he is surrounded by something that just constantly annoys him, and
I
second,
hate you.
yeah. If I'm remembering correctly, it's been a while since I've watched Dune, and I've never read the books. But if I remember correctly, I think the spice can like give you visions
Oh, that's cool.
and stuff.
Maybe he'll have visions of all the people he slaughtered.
Well, that's kind of the thing. Like, I want to say it gives you visions of just multiple timelines of what could possibly happen. So it could just drive him to insanity of not really being able to make a decision because he might
Perfect.
see Padme dying, or he might see Padme being happy.
Or he might see
and
Padme
he might
being
see
there.
all kinds of shit.
He might be seeing Padme and just talking to no one.
Yeah, that is true too.
Like, can you
yeah,
believe they put
that-
me on this planet, Padme? Bro, there's nobody there. Like, who the fuck are you talking to?
Yeah. My first pick is a punishment to Anakin Skywalker.
Nice. I like that.
Stuck on a giant ass Sand planet.
Don't try
That
it.
might level.
Don't
up,
try it.
actually.
All right,
I'm kind
interesting
of curious
pick.
what Spice does. I'm gonna look that up while you tell me your second pick.
Okay, well, my second pick. Here we go, and we are going to go from movie to movie, buddy. We're taking Indiana Jones, and we are throwing him into the 1999 Mummy movie.
Okay.
I want to see Indy racing Rick O'Connell to some ancient treasure and accidentally unleashes an ancient evil where they both have to team up to take down the mummy. Like, it doesn't have to follow the movie. I want it in the universe. So, like, at some adventure, he is going. Brendan Fraser's Rick O'Connell character is going for some ancient artifact, but Indy's like, yo, I heard about this ancient artifact and I cannot let it get in other people's hands. It belongs in a museum. And he goes for the same thing. They accidentally run into each other. Rivals, can't stand each other. And then they unleash some evil in the world and they're like, all right, we got to fix this. We got to put our differences aside and figure this out. And apparently, I also learned today, actually, that they are coming out with a new Mummy movie with Brendan Fraser in 2028. Did you know that?
Yes. I think it's also supposed to have
Emo
the original Evie in it as well. No, Rachel Weisz, I think.
Oh, yeah, I had no idea, but no, that's cool. But what do you think? Like, I want Indy and Rick O'Connell to team up. That'd be so fun.
So I just watched The Mummy like
nice.
2 weeks ago again.
Hell yeah.
Because I love those movies.
Yeah, they're great.
And it's funny you should mention for putting Indiana Jones in it.
Yeah.
Because there's a character in the first one that reminds me of the guy who inspired Indy to become like the treasure collector guy.
Yeah.
And his name is Henderson. He was a part of the party that was the rival to Rick's party in the first movie.
Oh, that's awesome.
He literally just is a Indiana Jones dude. He's the gunslinging American who
I think I remember this guy.
is like, I got this. I can handle this, guys. Don't worry.
So what would you want their
I'm just
adventure
thinking
to be?
like this is Indy. Let's see here. He dealt with Emotep in the first two movies, and then he dealt with the Dragon Emperor in the third movie.
Right. You get let's say everybody's in their prime, because obviously
You know what? Actually,
everybody's old now, but let's pretend they're all in their prime.
I was about to say, actually, this might work with them being older.
Really?
Because Indy, like, one of the things about Indy right now is that, actually, Indy might be trapped. No, I think he was able to get back in time. Indy lost his son recently in the last movie that they did.
Spoilers.
And Rick might actually be able to help him through that.
Yeah, but
So
I think
maybe
what I
set-
want you to see, I want you to see young Indy and young Rick being rivals. That's what I want.
Okay. In that case, let's see here. They've done Christian Relics almost exclusively,
Right.
except for Crystal Skull.
Maybe bring in
the Indiana
Egyptian.
Jones
Egyptian? Bring in Khonshu?
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, okay. Nah. What? Hold on. I gotta look this up real quick.
Oh boy.
What?
He's spinning. Let's see what the gears are spinning.
Okay, so what if this was a three-way crossover where they are the ones who discover the tablet of Akhman Ra from Night at the Museum?
Oh my god, that'd be funny as hell.
Like, obviously Ben Stiller wouldn't be in it because it's
I can't
like
believe you.
them finding this relic.
What was his line
But
from Night
have
Museum?
Ben Stiller be in it. Have Ben Stiller be in it as another character because that would just be a hilarious cross.
What was that line from Night at the Museum when he's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you touched my tablet," or something like that?
Yeah, that not the Museum 2, Battle of the Smithsonian. Yeah, it's the older brother is like, I can't believe you would do that. I just told you not to.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, he's just getting so pissed. Wait, was that the second one? Or is there 3
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
at the museum? That might have been the third one.
There's
then.
3 of them, and then there's an animated series, an animated movie.
Okay, I think that might have been the third one.
But yeah, I think that Indiana Jones.
No, it was the second one.
Indiana Jones and the Mummy would be a good crossover.
Yeah, I agree. I do think that, and if you don't want to do the third crossover where they're finding the Tablet of Akhmun Ra, you could just have them like find the Eye of Ra or something.
Yeah, I think Egyptian would be cool. I think that's where I would want them to go. And then we get
it's
really,
just when you mentioned Egyptian that made me think.
and
of
then
Akhmun Ra.
and then we get really bad CGI The Rock to come back as the Scorpion King.
Please no.
But
Honestly, just bring
hey,
the Rock in as the Scorpion King because his
listen,
his standalone movie was so much better.
I agree. But listen, we're going to have it, since we're in the age of AI, we're going to have it in an AI Scorpion King Rock. But we're going to go early stages where they were like giving him like 7 fingers and there's like all the fucked up looking faces and stuff. That's the version of AI we're going with. You like that idea?
I feel like you've ruined your movie. No, you've ruined it.
No,
already.
we had to keep the magic of 2000.
I was on board.
We had to keep the magic of 2002 or whatever it was.
I was on board, and now you've lost me.
All right, so what is your next pick, buddy?
All right, so my next pick, I'll go with one of my comic book characters this time.
Okay.
Batman in the Red Dead Redemption universe.
What?
So he's going to the Wild West.
Oh, how's that working?
So they've done a movie where Batman is sent through time and he ends up in Edo, Japan.
Yeah, it's a samurai.
He's the samurai character.
Or,
and then they go like
he's a
wild
ninja.
and, like,
I think he's a ninja. It's Ninja Batman, right?
yeah, it's Ninja Batman, but like they dress up like samurai.
Right.
It-
So how's
I don't-
Wild
it-
West gonna work? Batman don't use guns.
So the Wild West one is that. Well, that's the thing. I've been reading the Kazuma Mesa reboot comic books, and it made me think that they don't they use guns, but their bullets are their badges. Like they just shoot stars, and that's what Batman could do. He could just use a gun that shoots batarangs instead.
That's so stupid. Nate. That's so stupid.
And he could be the wacky inventor like Doc Brown is in the third movie. And like everyone's like, that Bruce Wayne is just a really weird guy, and it's just Bruce Wayne being this wacky inventor, but also at night, a awesome vigilante stopping criminals.
Nate, you know what I want to see, right? You do know what I want to see. I want to see
What's that?
Batman in this full Batman outfit, but we have in like the color scheme of like plaid, and he has like a cowboy hat on, and he can go Christian Bale style and just go, "Howdy, partner."
Well, so I think they already did a cowboy Batman. He already has a look. Because I want to say he did one with the Vigilante. Like he met up with Vigilante and Jonah Hex at some point. He has his own like cowboy outfit.
What is the bad guy gang in Red Dead Redemption? Do you remember what they are?
There's the Vanderlyn gang.
There we
which
go,
is the
perfect.
main gang.
So they're gonna be like, "We need to find the Vanderling gang," and they'll be like, "Where is he? Where is he?"
Yeah, exactly. Like, I could see him meeting Arthur, and it depends on, I guess, which Arthur you want. Because you could either go the bad Arthur or the good Arthur. personally, I'd prefer the good Arthur,
Boring.
a man who tries to right his wrongs before he dies.
No, it's gonna be Batman basically.
And I
being
think
the
that would
Punisher.
actually. No, gosh, no.
Well, Bad Arthur would be
That would suck.
be the Punisher basically.
No, because Bad Arthur doesn't give a fuck about other criminals.
Oh, so he's a
he is the
Homelander with
criminal.
guns. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like, he doesn't care about other criminals.
I'm
Unless
sorry.
you
Are
fuck
you in
with
my
his
way?
gang.
You're dead.
Yeah, if you fuck with his gang, then he'll hunt you down. But no, that's what I would do. I would have basically take Back to the Future, replace Doc Brown with Bruce Wayne, and just meet the Arthur and John and the Vanderlyn gang and
Nate, I just
help
realized.
them out in a way.
I just realized who, if you chose Bad Arthur, who Batman's dealing with. He's dealing with Red Hood if he wasn't fixated on Batman in the early days.
No, that's accurate.
Am I not wrong? I'm pretty correct.
No, you're right. You're right. Damn it.
Way to go, buddy. You
know
just
what?
added to the
Sure.
Bat family.
Look, the Batman or the Ninja Batman movie had all of his villains and his sons and Catwoman all in the same period. So why couldn't this also have that? He will have his own outlaw vigilante gang.
Nope. Not going to work. You just get off-brand
You
Red
keep-
Hood.
John's son. You can teach John's son to become a Robin.
You get great value Red Hood. Sorry.
Man.
You're welcome.
Oh well.
All right. Let's
All right,
move
so
on.
that's my second pick.
I'm glad I could ruin it for you, buddy.
Yeah. I'm gonna go cry now.
All right. So get your Googles ready because I want you to look this character up. The next pick I've got is a character from the game Dragon Quest XI. His name is Sylvando. Look up him. Do you know who that is by chance? Ever heard of this character?
I don't think so.
I didn't think so. He's one of the main party members in the group of heroes in Dragon Quest XI. And I want to send him to the One Piece universe, the anime One Piece. So let me explain a little bit about Sylvando. Sylvando is in the anime. He is not in the video game. He is the happy, like positive energy. Like we can do this, darlings. He's very flamboyant. So just.
The picture they have of him.
Is it him in the
Him
dress with
look
the flamingo looking costume and everything?
No.
Oh.
He looks like a jester.
That's exactly what he is.
Thinks he is
100% what he is.
that thinks he's like far superior than
Oh no,
everybody else.
he's the complete opposite of that. So he comes from royalty and he shuns his royalty line. I was like, no, I don't need to be a prince. I want to make people happy. I'm going to become a circus performer and I'm going to make the world a better place. He is super positive. And that's exactly what I want. I want him to be a Grand Line pirate captain. He's going to be similar to his crew would be traveling performers who fight with style.
Okay.
So the way he fights with whips, knives, and one-handed swords. That's his main thing. He also can do like fire breath and stuff like that. But what I want, since it's One Piece, he's gonna have a devil fruit power, and I don't know a better fruit than this. But technically, this fruit kind of exists already. But I'm gonna pretend it doesn't. I want to name it the Smile fruit because you know there's the smile things in One Piece. I don't know if that's an official fruit. Is the Smile fruit a fruit in the show?
I have no clue. I haven't watched
Well,
One
in the
Piece in a
manga,
long
well,
time.
because there's that one like manufactured fruit in the One Piece
Yeah, I'll Google it.
that turns people's like makes them laugh constantly.
Yes, there is a smile fruit.
I'll have
Power
to
of
like
animal treatment.
I'll have to tweak it a little bit because this is what the power I want Sylvando to have.
Oh, okay. It's not smile. It's smiles are a type of
Okay.
artificial fruit.
Well, this is the smile fruit. It's a real fruit, not an artificial fruit that boosts morale and blinds enemies with glitter explosions. He can like
Okay.
his fruit can basically it's just like he could boost all of his teams and he can make his opponents just like how did I explain this? It makes his opponents like not give up because that's the complete opposite. It's more like be like, why am I even fighting? What I should be on your side. We should just make the world better, kind of like ability. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. His swordplay and his charm fits right in with like Sanji. Or do you remember Cavendish from the? Yeah. Okay. So you know what I'm talking about. That like
Yeah.
that style. It would work really well. I wish I could put a picture up right now, but he is like I said, very flamboyant. He would match like
Telling you.
Mister Two. Do you remember Mister Two from the early days of One Piece? That's a great example of who Sylvando would be, and how everybody
Okay.
loved Mister Two.
Yeah. Telling you right now, you do not want to put a picture of this guy up because his picture looks nothing like the way you're describing.
What do you mean?
The picture they're showing has him look like super conceited and judgmental.
Which is crazy because that is the
Like,
opposite
he
of
would
his
be-
personality.
He would be a villain in what you're describing.
Which is so. I mean, I guess it's because I played the game. I know that is the complete opposite of his personality.
Also, he's holding a flute.
No, he's not. What picture are you looking at? Oh, that's concept art for the game. Okay. Oh wait, he does have a flute. Never mind. One of his abilities in the game is to use the flute to boost your skills. Game's awesome. This is one of the
Okay,
greatest games
yeah.
ever created. But no, I love Sylvando. He's like one of the greatest characters. Put it this way, this is not too much of a spoiler of the game, but some like really crappy things go down, and the team gets scattered, and Sylvando's left on his own. And instead of being like, I have to find the hero, he's like, yeah, well, the world's going to crap. I'm gonna get a band of people and make their lives awesome. We're gonna make our own circuits, and we're gonna go heal the world with laughter and music. And then he like gets this whole traveling thing. He like fixes everybody's problems, like small problems. And like, yeah, you're right. None of our problems matter. We're gonna join you and head on and make the world a better place. It's like, oh, he's so like charming. You know what I mean?
Sounds like if Brooke became a captain.
Probably, but way better than Brooke. Honestly, Sylvando's such a cool guy. But yeah, that's my pick. Sylvando from Dragon Quest XI into the One Piece universe, and he's his own captain.
Bold claim.
Oh, I don't.
Okay. Okay. Going off of what you've described, I like the idea.
Oh yeah.
The devil fruit that he gets, yeah, you have to come with a different name besides Smile because
Right.
apparently that's an entire classification of
Right.
animal type.
Maybe it's the I was gonna say the Joy fruit, but we don't want to use that either.
No, no, you don't want that.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, isn't it kind of ironic that me, Mr. Negative, is picking a very happy character to go in, to choose from?
I mean, you're pretty happy. You just have a very pessimistic view on certain things.
No, not me. So what is your
So-
next pick, Nate?
Damn, call me Nick.
No, I was gonna say something different when I kind of twisted my words up.
It's okay. I was gonna say my next pick is Nick Valentine into the Cyberpunk universe.
Who's Nick Valentine?
Nick Valentine is a companion character you can get in Fallout 4. He is a synthetic human. I forget which model, but he's one of the earlier models that look relatively human, but he still looks robotic. And he is a private detective. I want to put him in the Cyberpunk universe because the Cyberpunk universe, first off, would probably be able to upgrade him to being like a more whole person. Like in the game, he looks very robotic because he's got like parts of his body missing. Like he's got whole chunks of his neck missing, stuff like that. In the Cyberpunk universe, it's humans turning themselves into robots. This is a robot wanting to be human, basically.
Interesting.
Plus, I've been on a real big kick of just a cyberpunk setting for the past couple months. And I've kind of been trying. When you came up with this idea, my first idea was, who could I put in the cyberpunk universe, and who would be cool on it? And I think he would, because if you play the cyberpunk game, some of my favorite side quests is when you're being more like a detective. You're not actually a detective in the game, but when you get quests like you have to investigate stuff, I think that was really cool. And Nick Valentine's whole thing is that he is a private detective that can find anybody. So, yeah, I picked Nick Valentine and I pluck him right into Cyberpunk universe.
I mean, it sounds pretty cool. The only thing is I don't know. I've never played either one of these games. So I don't know much about either one of the worlds.
Take like a old school noir detective. Take Spider Noir.
Okay.
Put him in a sci-fi setting where people like replace their arms with mechanical arms that
Right.
have blades coming out.
I mean, I
or
get
machines
it.
coming.
It sounds cool.
Yeah.
I just don't. I can't visualize it because I don't know the characters at all.
Yeah, I'll send you some pics later.
Okay.
It is one of the ways I could see it happening is that in the cyberpunk setting, you're mainly concentrated on the city of Night City, and the outskirts of Night City is like just a massive scrapyard and full of junk and all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
Sometimes not even junk, like it could be super rare, like insanely awesome technology that just happened to get thrown away because like a failed heist might have happened or something like that. And so like Nick just wakes up in the junkyard one day and just makes his way to Night City, and people don't freak out upon seeing a human-like robot, because to them he would just be like a fully chromed human being.
Yeah, just a normal thing.
Yeah, they'd just be like, "Oh, dude, you fully chromed out. That is sick as fuck."
And he's like, "What?"
But you need upgrades because you are falling apart. And then they would upgrade him, and finally he'd get the respect he deserves. So yeah, that's my pick, Nick Valentine in the Cyberpunk universe.
Well, that's an interesting pick, Nate. That is a very interesting pick. I would never have thought to put those two games together.
Yeah, I went post-apocalyptic punk with cyberpunk.
Well, there you go. Two punks. Okay.
Some of my favorite genres.
My next pick is definitely things that we both know about, and that is Prince Zuko from Avatar: The Last
Okay.
Airbender. And we're going to drop him into the Naruto universe.
Okay, that's an interesting combo.
Is it now? Okay, so listen. So, picture Prince Zuko, who is basically a master firebender at this point, learning about the chakras and natures of chakras and fusing them with firebending. That Wow, that'd be so cool.
So, here's the thing.
Okay.
Prince Zuko would have a step up on most fire-based chakra ninjas
Okay.
because he doesn't need to do hand signs to summon his fire.
Mm-hmm.
He just does it,
Mm-hmm.
which would freak them the fuck out because
He's a prodigy.
he's not like that goes beyond Prodigy. Prodigy could do hand signs super quick.
I was
He
thinking
would
more
just
the
be like,
opposite. I wasn't
why the
thinking.
fuck would
I wasn't thinking them being freaked out by him. I was thinking more like him learning the chakra and stuff like that from like the Naruto crew.
I feel like he would go in, they would show him, and he'd be like, but why are you guys doing all those hand signals that
But I mean,
tell
keep
your
in mind,
opponent?"
Zuko also does like, like dances and stuff. He does do
He does-
movements.
But that's just his martial arts style. He doesn't need to do that.
Are you telling me it
That's
wouldn't be
just
cool to see?
His fighting style.
You're not telling me that
No,
it'd be cool
I'm
to
not
see
saying
Zuko
This
teaming
isn't
up with.
cool. I'm
with-
just saying, I think what I'm saying is, I think he would not be the one freaking out. They would.
Oh,
because
see,
he's
I didn't
doing
think of it that
something
way.
to them would be impossible because he's doing something they require you to do hand signals, except for like I think in the Boruto timeline where they have technology that does that, but he doesn't need that. He can do what technology requires.
See, in my brain, I thought Zuko being dropped into this universe, he would go and learn fire style like techniques from the Uchiha clan, and he'd be like, so like mentored, being mentored. Hold on, being mentored by like Sasuke, and you're saying this could be the opposite. Sasuke's be like, teach me, please.
Oh no. I fully think that what you're saying would happen. Like he would learn more. It would just make him stronger. But also they would learn nothing from him because they're not benders. They have to do hand signals.
That's not
Like,
true. What if
he-
What if Zuko teaches him how to channel the lightning through him, and like he does with his breathing techniques, and then like
Oh,
redirect?
you mean like lightning chakra? Like
Yeah.
Sasuke already does?
That's
like
true. Never mind. Shut up.
all Zuko is doing is going to a world full of benders that are a downgrade because they require hand signals.
Shut up. I didn't think of it like that. Okay.
Where he is a walking god to them.
Okay.
Not
You're tearing my
power-wise,
you're
but
tearing my
just,
pick
like,
apart.
is that how that feels? Oh no. Batman ring a bell? Anyway. But no, in all seriousness, I do agree that Zuko would get stronger because he would then learn how to actually do his chakra because people can learn that stuff in the Naruto universe.
Right.
And he would then be able to do much more powerful fire abilities. Like he can do a flamethrower out of his hand by just doing it. But he can't do like a flame dragon that can fly across and shit. That would be he'd be like, "Oh, well,
Oh, that's
teach
what I
me
can
that."
do. Oh, that's cool. Sasuke,
Yeah.
how did you do that? Can you show me? Like Sasuke's like, I don't really want to. I don't want you to get stronger than me, man.
Exactly. Like Zuko would be a prodigy that no one would want to teach because they would be too afraid of like, well, how powerful do we want to make this guy?
I also have written in my notes, I would love to see them bring Uncle Iroh so he can hang out and meet Jiraiya.
I think that would be a very interesting interaction.
I do think so as myself. Man.
Because like I could see them going to a restaurant or something and Jiraiya just ordering jugs upon jugs of alcohol where Iroh's just like,
Why don't
I
you
just want some tea.
Why don't you take a moment and reflect with tea? It's like, but have you
And
seen the
then,
pretty
like-
ladies? Like,
Yeah. And then I think Iroh would just be like, all right, you're
No,
kind of
Iroh.
creeping me out.
No,
here, dude."
Iroh would be like, instead of looking at the beauty on the outside, maybe you should look on the beauty within yourself. And be like, does
Yeah.
my beauty have titties? I don't think so. So
There is a point where Iroh would reach the whole like, okay, you're creepy as hell, Jiraiya. Like, that's your pupil. Why are you getting all hot and bothered when he turns you into a naked girl? Like, no.
wait, you want this 16-year-old boy to turn naked? What?
Yeah, like, I don't agree with this, Jiraiya.
Come, Zuko.
Then
We must find other mentors.
Then Iroh would be like, okay, you me outside right now. And then Jiraiya's like, okay, bring it on, old man. And as soon as Iroh like takes off the top of his robe and shows off the massive muscles, Jiraiya would be like, you know what? You win.
Oh yeah, let me get these signs
good.
out.
I'm-
Like, what is a sign?
Yeah. And like as soon as they say start, Jiraiya would start doing like a summoning of toads, and before he finishes the hand signal, Iroh's got
He's
his
dead.
hand over his face with just flames on him. Like, what was he doing? I don't know.
Why was he trying to give me a high five?
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Dang.
Hey, you know what?
Avatar characters would just start out. They've just got like a tutorial advantage,
now,
basically.
look, imagine replace Zuko with Toph. What a
Oh hell no!
come on, bitches!
Toph would get so disrespectful to people.
I don't
Like,
even
the
need to see
moment-
to know you're waving your hands around, you little bitch.
Yeah. It's even worse for her because all she has to do is just stand there and tap her foot. Like, that's it.
So many. Why is my hand lifting
and
on the ground?
they
What's
thought-
happening? Oh my god!
Blanking on the Sand Ninja's name.
Gara?
Gara, thank you. They thought Gara was a menace. Like, no. You don't know what a menace like sand coffin. No. She's going to swallow you up into a vacuum of space under the earth and have you suffocate.
If
Like-
it was older Toph, I just picture like Gara seeing
Oh.
her technique and he'd just be like, I think I just fell in love.
No. If it's older Toph, she doesn't even have to do that. Oh, you've got metal headbands? You're dead instantly. You've just got metal in your face.
I've this metal headband represents my entire village. I will never take out. I got it. It's in my hand now.
No, she'd just be like, "Oh, that represents your village. Does that mean you died too?" And then just bullet
Crushes
into
their
their head, made out of their headband. Like it's Toph is not fair.
She is a god. I am the
Especially-
Melon Lord. Mwahaha.
Especially old lady Toph, who is like a no nonsense. You fuck around, you're gonna find out, lady. No. Oh hell no. Oh man, no, bring Zuko back. Let him be in the thing, because at least he would be like, oh, you can do dragons and that's cool. She'd be like, I metal bend your ass and you're dead.
Wow, you could do dragons? That's cool. Die.
Yeah, let's see what your dragons can do when there's a headband in your brain.
Let's see what your dragons do when your head is missing off your shoulders.
Yeah, I refuse to let Toph go into that universe. That they don't deserve that.
All right, let's move on to your next pick, buddy.
Okay, let's see here. We'll go on to well, I got left comic book characters.
Hang on,
All
real
right,
quick.
so-
I just thought, what about Sokka? Sokka can learn something.
You know what? Yeah, go ahead and send Sokka. Sokka could go join the hidden of the fucking the hidden mister thing.
No.
The swordsman
Oh my
guys.
god. You send Sokka there and have him learn with Guy Sensei.
No, have him learn from B.
Oh, that's true. That's
Like, give him a sword master who can teach him some chakra skills
that's
to
true.
enhance his sword skills. Finally, he'd be like, I can bend, kind of. Like,
All right, let's move on to your pick.
or all right. So my next pick is Wolverine
All
in
right.
the Fallout universe.
In Fallout, he's just gonna kill everything.
Sort of like
Radiation doesn't
more
affect
happening-
him.
You're right, it doesn't. But also, I see it more going on like a old man Logan kind of thing. Like Wolverine himself is not like, or okay, most iterations of Wolverine isn't like just going on killing sprees, unless he's in like a rage. If he's put in the Fallout universe and he sees everything pretty much destroyed already, he's not going to contribute to like the killing unless he's attacked. Which, if they attack you, anybody's going to kill you in the Fallout universe. It's a pretty unforgiving reality. So he'd fit right in actually.
Okay.
One of the reasons why I want Wolverine in there is because radiation doesn't really affect him as much, because there's entire like segments of the United States that cannot be explored because the radiation is just so dense. It's like an ocean of radiation. It's one of the reasons why the West Coast and the East Coast don't really mix that well, because of that. And Wolverine could be the link between that. He could literally travel across America, becoming this legendary badass lone guy that just helps out people. I just think it'd be a really cool character in the Fallout universe.
Nate, you just wanted to throw Wolverine in there somehow.
He was quite literally the first character I thought of,
Yeah,
and I was
of
like,
course it
"Damn it,
was.
I hate myself sometimes." And
Funny
then
how you picked Wolverine and Batman. Interesting.
Yes, you're going to find out that I've picked pretty much all of my favorite comic book characters.
Wow, you picked a bunch of tropes for
that's
Nate.
the-
That's cool. I went outside the box
That's
on some
the
characters.
rest of my thing is
I picked
I don't care.
more obscure characters. You're like Batman and Wolverine. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I want to see them in more things. I want more crossovers for my favorite characters.
I'm like, you know what? Indiana Jones and the Mummy,
yeah, like,
things
I-
that Nate likes, that'd be a super cool Batman and Wolverine. And I'm gonna pick somebody else I really like too. Probably a wolf character. Probably Bigby Wolf.
like Wolverine could meet a Deathclaw and just have a epic fight. He could meet a smart super mutant and be like, "You remind me of my buddy Colossus. Throw me." He could meet a ghoul and be like, "Damn, bro, you ugly as fuck." Like, you kind of remind me of a smart mouth Deadpool.
Little piece of shit
It
guy though.
just that, yeah. That's just the kind of I imagine him. Obviously, he's going to try to find a way to get back to his universe, but him meeting all of these different types of characters and people, just having memories of people he knew from his previous life, and just kind of having that sentimentality that he can sometimes get into. So yeah, plus, oh man, if he got introduced to forced evolutionary virus and turned into a super mutant or a ghoul or some kind of other abomination mutant thing, oh man, just be so crazy.
It would be crazy, Nate.
Yeah. So yeah, Wolverine in the Fallout universe. Heck, have him just going around helping vault dwellers get out of stupid ass situations they find themselves in because they don't know better coming out of a vault.
All right. Well, that is a very predictable pick for Nate.
Yes. Yes, it is. The rest are going to be just as predictable, I can guarantee.
already
Except for my special one.
I'm expecting 2 more werewolf characters. Anyways, So my next pick. This is the one I originally wanted. Gave me the idea because I didn't know the character yet, but I knew the world I wanted to send a character to, and that's what sparked this idea. So
Okay.
we are sending Samurai Jack from Cartoon Network
Okay.
into the Lord of the Rings universe. What are your thoughts on that?
Okay. I can see that.
Okay. He
I can
is
see
the
that.
lone warrior wandering Middle Earth.
Yeah. So,
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
are you wanting this to be during the Fellowship era, after the Fellowship era, or before the Fellowship era?
I don't know yet. I didn't think that. I just wanted a really badass character to go in the Lord of the Rings. That's the main. That's a whole spark of this list. Is who do I want to send in the Lord of the Rings? And then I was racking my head around it.
Wolverine.
I'm like, no. And I'm like, you know who would be really cool? Samurai Jack. Because I didn't want someone crazy overpowered, but I also didn't want someone who would just die.
Wait. What are you talking about? Someone who's not crazy overpowered, and you pick Samurai Jack. The guy takes on hordes of robot demons by himself, and you're saying not crazy overpowered?
Yeah.
And that's just the first episode.
Yeah.
Bro's a walking legion of
I also
death.
want him to get an ancient sword forged against darkness, because that's what his sword is. It's an ancient sword that literally
Yeah.
defeats darkness, which is Sauron.
Yeah, he quite literally could probably take on Sauron's armies by himself.
Hey man, we don't need to call it undead army. We got Jack. All right.
Yeah, like look to the hills to see Gandalf the White. Wait, that's not Gandalf the White. That's Samurai Jack.
He's
Like,
wearing
come
white, but it's a Camino. What's going on?
on. He would fucking wreck shit.
I do think it'd be
No,
cool though.
probably.
I do think he would also completely earn the respect of Aragorn. 100%.
Oh, he would earn the respect of everybody because he respects everybody's culture and even tries to adopt their culture while he's with them.
You've
Like,
got my sword and my axe. I already killed everybody, guys.
like, just give me the ring. I'll take it real quick. I
No,
will
it
not be
corrupts the
tempted, I
mind.
promise
Trust
you.
me, I will be okay.
I have trained to be incorruptible.
Frodo's like, whew, imagine if I had to take that trip. Man.
Yeah. Like, damn. You for some not overpowered, you pick the person who would absolutely be the best pick for that universe.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's been a very long time since I watched Samurai Jack. I was just thinking, cool samurai guy. Fuck yeah. And the Lord of
And
the
not
Universe.
even like going back to the whole like you have my axe, you have my sword, you have my bow. Samurai Jack would be like, I have my katana, I'll take your bow, Legolas, and go off and do it himself because he's a master at all weapons as well.
Your
He
axe
is
is pretty
trained-
cool. Can I borrow that?
Yeah. He is trained in every weapon.
I'm sorry, okay? I was just thinking cool
He is
sword
the
guy
ul-
fight.
He is the ultimate warrior
I'm sorry.
in this universe who literally was trained to fight his version of Sauron.
Sauron's like, oh shit, nope. How do you deal with this guy?
Sauron is like,
Sauron's like, how do you deal with this Aku? Hell no.
Aku's just like, man,
I feel bad for you, dude. I'm made
I
out of
just gave him-
darkness.
I eventually just gave him my daughter and like hoped for the best.
Sauron's like, I can be defeated by no man. He's like, have you ever met me?
Jack's like, no man of this universe, maybe.
At least he's not saying, I am no man.
Hey, technicalities, they rock.
Okay.
Words matter.
Right. Instead of it being like the scene from the beginning when he cuts the ring off of Sauron, and he's just like, I just beheaded Sauron. Like, he's gone.
Yeah. I mean, he'd cut the ring, behead Sauron, and then walk over to the volcano and toss the ring in. Be like, okay, that was done.
Jack, careful. You must destroy it. Don't let it corrupt you. This piece of trinket. This is
What are you talking about? I already threw it in.
What? How are you not tempted? Gollum's like, precious. He's like, have you seen this creature? Like,
No, he would look at Gollum and be like, meditate with me. Let us heal your soul.
Can I
like
fix
he
you?
would help Gollum.
Gollum's like, I do not know Schmeagol. I am Gollum. He's like, no, look inside yourself.
Smeagol would be walking. He'd become his sidekick at this point. Like, man, Jack.
Hey man, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. I never really thought about it until you mentioned it, and I'm like, I just thought
cool samurai sword guy.
the most logical character I could think of to have put in there. The only one I would think could possibly be like not better, but on par would be Doom Guy. And that's because Doom Guy is so possessed of hatred for demons that he would not be tempted by the ring. His hatred would overwhelm the desire of the ring.
Can you imagine? You know the whole theory of like the Eagles could have solved everybody's problems? Can you just imagine them being like, we must take the ring to Mordor? And you see Jack riding in on an eagle. I will take the ring to Mordor.
Jack would be like riding on the back of the Scotsman's hog, being like, we got this, bro. Yeah. And the Scotsman's like, we gotta hurry. My wife was waiting for me.
Anyway, so that's my pick. The apparently ridiculously overpowered Samurai Jack into the Lord of the Rings.
Damn, that was a good pick, man. I grant you that. That's a good pick.
I've had all good picks.
All right. So, my next pick is Spawn.
Of course.
And I'm putting him in the Boys universe.
Oh God. Why?
Purely
Why?
Because I
to put
want
Homelander
him
in his place?
Not just Homelander, all of them. Because he would.
Do you not understand? I'm a god. Are you, though, Homelander? Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Spawn would be like, I told God to fuck off. Like, you're nothing to me.
Yeah? I'm gonna laser beam. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just going to put you in your most traumatic experience for all eternity.
Where's the milk? Where's the milk?
Okay, so have you, with the boys, have you seen like the animated stuff?
Nope.
I think that there's an episode of that. I think that would probably count as his most traumatic experience, except for like maybe his
I have not seen the
actual childhood. Yeah, I haven't seen any seasons since he killed that one dude in the last episode. So I am wildly not caught up.
Right.
But in the animated anthology series, there is an episode based on Homelander. In that episode, except for like maybe his childhood, because his childhood is just fucked up, I would say that might be his most traumatic experience, and that is what I would say Spawn locks him into for all eternity.
Okay, so basically, you're sitting
Spawn.
You're just sitting there to send them in, like put them in their place, basically.
Yes. So the thought process behind this was after I sent Anakin to Dune, I was like, okay, now who do I send to the boys to just judge them? And I was like, well, obviously Spawn. There can't be any other person. He could own all of them.
I guess.
So, Spawn is the punishment for the boys.
I mean, that's probably the only person who could really do it. Oh, that's
I imagine there's other characters who could.
That's probably the best person to do it, is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Spawn would do it without mercy. He would lock them in, either just outright kill them, or just lock them into eternal torment. But yeah, Spawn is my pick for the boys.
Very neat pick.
Fuck the 7.
We are on
Except for fucking what is her name?
Starlight.
The two women. But what's the other
Wonder
the
Woman.
Amazon? Maeve.
Yeah.
I think it was Maeve, right? No, not Wonder Woman. The Wonder Woman clone, but Maeve, I think.
Sure.
Queen Maeve.
Yeah, sure. All right. Well,
So yeah, there you go. That's my pick.
we're down to my final pick, and this is the one I was the most creative with. So I hope you enjoy it. We are taking
Okay.
we're taking Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and we're putting it into the Castlevania universe, specifically the Netflix version.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
So you're putting Willy Wonka into the
No, no.
Castlevania universe.
Him and all of his Oompa Loompas, yes.
Wait a minute. You can take Wonka and his
I-
Oompa Loompas,
I said
but I can't have
characters-
Batman and his family.
No.
But
Okay, fine.
I'm saying when I said Batman and the Bat family, you said no.
Anyways, we're taking Willy Wonka and we're putting him into the Netflix Castlevania, and I am going to explain how and why. I like the idea of Willy Wonka being a vampire lord and using his candy infused with his blood to turn humans into vampires using his candy.
Okay, so you're making him.
It's-
making him a vampire.
Right. It's the fucking Castlevania universe. Why would it be so absurd to think that he would not be turned into a vampire?
Okay.
Okay, so a mysterious a mysterious candy maker whose factory, quote unquote, hides something supernatural. The Oompa Loompas could be like servants or like thralls doing Wonka's bidding. See, he's a
Okay.
vampire lord.
I can see that.
Okay. Wonka is the lesser known vampire lord operating very differently from Dracula. So instead of ruling through fear like Dracula does in that universe, he rules through temptation, making humans crave his candy through the supernatural ways of infusing his blood. Huh? See? That's all coming together. It's all coming together.
I see your vision.
Okay. His factory is like a gothic estate full of crazy horror shit. Just like, remember how crazy the Wonka factory is in the original? Now take that and just kick it up to like fucking 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the candy spreads vampirism slowly through the villages. So like, he's slowly turning them into his servants as they eat it, but they also crave it because it's like a drug. And then eventually the Belmonts will come and investigate the disappearances in the villages and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah.
So that is my vision. What are your thoughts?
I will say that is a creative outlook. I would never have considered Willy Wonka a vampire. I will say the Johnny Depp version that makes more sense.
Right. But I wanted to take something so weird and make it weirder. and you know how much I love vampires. So I was like, perfect.
Yes, that. Okay, I see where you're going, and it makes sense. It took me a moment to wrap my head around it.
So you take Willy Wonka, you drop him in the universe. He's like, what the fuck's going on? And then he gets turned into a vampire, and he's like, becomes corrupted because he is now a vampire. And he's like, I could rule. And he turns his vision of his factory and turns it into a more fucked up factory, and just keeps making more vampires. I think it'd be cool. I really do. And then I would love to see like I could see this being like a Netflix series, and then like by like season 3, we're like locked in of like Dracula's taking notice of this other quote unquote castle, and he's like, I have to investigate, and starts like sending thralls and stuff to his. Like it becomes like a vampire turf war or something.
That
It's so weird.
that would be chaos.
Yeah, there's no villagers left. They're all just
And-
dead. They're all just slaughtered.
Chaos in a like goofy way, because I'm just imagining like
Vampiric and Balloopus.
on one hand it's like super bloody and dark and everything, and the other one is just like, eat my chocolate and you'll be happy. Like,
It's a great idea, dude.
That, oh my gosh, that is that's
You're getting a peek into my
so
brain,
fucked
dude.
up. Yeah,
And the fact that there's
What?
like candy and stuff just make like it turns it into like pure drug. Like, oh, dude, I have to get more. And then as they're like, I need it, it's slowly actually turning them into vampires. So yeah.
yeah. I like it. I like this is a pretty good idea.
Yeah, it's unique
this.
for sure.
It is, and I agree that this is probably the most creative one you've done so far.
Fuck yeah, dude. I told you this is the one I was the most excited to tell you about. So yeah, that is my final
Good
pick.
job. I am genuinely surprised. Okay, so my last one.
Let's see how creative this one is.
Yeah. My last one
Big B Wolf.
is Big B Wolf
Oh, called it.
into the Marvel Universe.
Wow, that was
Yes.
original, Nate.
Yeah. Big B Wolf in the Marvel Universe.
Okay.
And basically just wanted a really good werewolf character in the Marvel Universe and see how he scaled to various characters, because he takes on like
Wait.
the embodiment of death in his own world.
Nate, you said you want a werewolf character in the Marvel Universe. We have Werewolf by Midnight.
Not a werewolf, a good werewolf. I'm not a big fan of Werewolf by Midnight.
Oh, okay.
He's an okay character, but I like Big B Wolf's character better.
Okay.
So I'd want
Alright.
him in there now.
We could add Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf's not great. So yeah, that is my last official pick.
Now, when you say Marvel,
Is Big B Wolf.
do you mean MCU or do you mean comic book Marvel?
Comic book Marvel.
Okay, so
But
how would Big
now that
B
you
Wolf?
say it, I will. Now that you say it, I will say MCU instead, simply because, like, Marvel Universe, I will say Werewolf by Midnight does look a little bit better, so I'm okay with that. Werewolf by Midnight in the MCU, I hate the look of him.
So how would
his
he
werewolf look.
translate into the MCU? How, like, what kind of like power? I don't know much about Werewolf or Big B Wolf. Like,
Alright,
what kind of
Big B
powers are you
Wolf
looking
is-
at?
Big B Wolf is the embodiment of all wolf stories. He has pretty much all of powers you would associate with a wolf story. He can blow literally cyclone like winds. He can shapeshift into, he has 3 different forms. He has his human form, his wolfman form, and his full-on wolf form. And then technically he has a 4th form where it's like his primal wolf form, that like his very first wolf form. But it's like a giant massive wolf god looking thing. So yeah, there's that. He is a sheriff in the series. So put in this context of Marvel, I would. to have him as a private detective, solving like superhero crimes and stuff. Not like a supervillain has committed a crime. No, like say Spider-Man gets murdered.
Oh, okay.
Call him
so-
Big B Wolf to find the killer. Stuff like that.
Okay. Interesting.
So that is my last official pick.
What would you
And then
what would you scale him to, like I scaled Clive to like Captain Marvel level strength.
Let's see here. Strength wise, in his human form, about Captain America.
Okay.
In his Wolfman form, I would say more along the lines of maybe Thor.
That's pretty powerful.
And then in his like full on primal wolf form, it's not really like strength or anything. Like he is still very strong, but it's more speed and savagery that he gets. So think Fenrir
Fenrir.
from Love and Thunder.
You're picking one of the most like forgotten about Thor movies.
But they like am I thinking of the right one? So they're like
Love
one of
and
the best
Thunder is the one
Thor
that
movies.
everybody hated with the screaming goats.
What was the? Oh, okay.
Dark
what was
World.
the one before that? Ragnarok. No,
Oh,
not
Ragnarok.
Dark World, Ragnarok.
Right.
Yeah. The one where they had to have Hulk take care of Fenrir because nobody else would be able to take on Fenrir.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's
So that would be the scale wise.
This is probably the
Captain America-
most Nate pick you've ever Nate picked. You know what I mean?
Yes. And this one was my last creation or last pick because I was like, I want Big B Wolf. It's been a while since I've seen him used in anything, so I wanted him.
Pretty sure I saw recently
And then-
on Twitter that Big B Wolf was supposed to get a sequel and they canceled it.
No, they are making it still. You're talking about Wolf Among Us?
Yeah, I
Game?
heard that it got canceled.
Wolf Among Us 2 canceled?
I don't know. That's what I saw on Twitter. I thought it was getting canceled.
No, it's not canceled.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I was wrong.
It was the production was slowed down because they didn't want to do crunching anymore
Okay.
because there was that like big crunch scandal with all those video game companies.
Gotcha. All right. Well, cool. Good picks, Nate.
Yep,
You said you had something else?
I did. I had a kind of stupid pick. It's not really with this list. It's every Keanu Reeves character put into the Matrix.
It's be so stupid.
Right?
You know who would?
I figured
you know
like
who
the
would come out
Matrix
on
would be
top,
the
right?
perfect one. Who's that?
The guy from Lake House.
So true. He can use time to keep them from
Yeah.
killing him. He just write them letters
Yeah.
years in advance.
And then every character go, "Whoa, I know kung fu." But yeah, that was a dumb pick, Nate.
Yeah. No, I knew it was a dumb pick.
Every single
It was my dumb pick.
every single version of Michael Cera put into the "This Is the End" movie. That's who I'm picking.
Nice.
You don't know what that is.
I hate that pick. Yeah, well, Michael Cera. That's all I needed to hear. And nope.
Do you remember "This Is the End"?
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, now just put
that's the apocalyptic.
Yeah. So now every Michael Cera character can just be in the apocalypse. See? Works out
They're
great.
all just the same character, just awkward and
Scott Pilgrim's
asshole-ish.
going to kick so much ass for himself, not
Yeah.
for love. Anyways, I think that's the way to end it with a great Michael Cera segue. Perfect ending. What did you think overall of the picks?
I liked them. Yours, I will definitely say, were creative.
Thank you.
Especially that Willy Wonka one. It was really good. The Samurai Jack one really just kind of opened my eyes. Like I'd never really thought about it until it was put there, and I was like, "Oh shit, no, that makes absolute sense."
Yeah, yeah. Samurai Jack's OP as shit.
He
Well-
he is,
Well,
which is surprising to me.
Well, I think that's going to about do it for this episode. Thank you guys to making it in for an hour and a half of a podcast. Hopefully we'll do more. I don't know what the schedules are going to look like, but we'll see you guys on the next episode. See you later.